Hi, it's Rogue, and today's topic is gonna be a little bit lighter, but I really think I can chime in on this because I definitely know more than the entire population of Twitter about, the topic. So, Jeff received two skins in the last week, which is a memorable event. I wonder why the world is not crumbling onto itself. But one is in the Rift, and it's a recolor of his Greek Legends skin, which I don't peculiarly like, nor this, nor the recolor, but you know what? I'll take it. While the other is an original skin, it's this one. It's called Flying Rudy. It's from the new Brazil collection. Now, I'm not gonna talk about the other characters in the Brazil collection, but people on Twitter have started a tantrum, baby. Well, people on Twitter started a tantrum, baby, basically. Because first of all, this is like kind of a readaptation of some of his other pieces. And apparently, they don't like the fact that it's not colorful. It doesn't have shorts because apparently it's hot in Brazil and people should all wear shorts, okay? And they are widely wrong. Now, in order to pinpoint why they are wrong about this, we need to pinpoint when this outfit happened. We know that Jeff went all in with his clothing for his first roadie gig out of the country. So, when did Jeff start going on roadie gigs out of the country? Um, we can kind of pinpoint this pretty exactly by referring to the history of the Legion. We know that the Legion and Jeff interacted at some point because Frank commissioned him a mural sketch that we can see in the top floor in Ormond on the balcony that goes in on the inside towards the fireplace. You can take a look if you haven't. It's a pretty cool one, by the way. And this must have happened a little bit before the Legion was taken. Now, we know that Susie has a hoodie from her high school with the date 1996. We can assume we don't know when this hoodie took place, if it was the day she first entered the high school, if it was, because I don't know, maybe there is like rationale for that in Canada. And you get a hoodie when you first start high school, but people usually grow during that time. So we will assume that it was from that year, okay? And we also know that the Legion was taken, like every member was taken when they were between the age of 16 and 18. Yes, I know that Susie has been aged up to 18. Susie is not 18, I'm sorry. Yeah, I will not delve into that anyway. So they were around the age of 17, we assume in the year 1996 or 1997, I guess, one of these two, but we will stay outfit accurate and say that they were taken in 1996 when Frank was 18. Now, at this time, okay, so probably before this time, when they interacted, Jeff was still in high school because we know that he graduated later. So we will assume that Jeff graduated in 1997, the year after. We will assume they were around the same age. We know so it was probably 19 or 20, let's say 19 in 1997. We know that after this, he went for some year out of his house. He wanted to leave his house because his parents divorced. He wasn't feeling too well at home and everything. He had to move with one of his parents, and it was a pretty troubled teenage years. So during this time, he joined this band, and they started going on gigs. If this gig was out of the country, though, we will assume it happened probably later in his career, because you usually get better contract and contracts that afford you to travel out of the country, the more famous you are. So we will assume that this was about maybe 4 or 5 years later. So if it was 1997, 8, 9, 2000, 2001, 2002. Now, 5 years after, it would have been 24. I am not that old right now, but I was in high school. at the time. I was in high school in 2002, and I was a metalhead. And guess what? I may be a little bit more qualified about how metalheads dressed back in the day than someone that is 20 right now and also a Twitter account where they only talk about outfit styles, which please do. But maybe you don't know very much about subcultures in the early 2000s. And the first thing I can tell you about subcultures in the early 2000s was that they were extremely, extremely restricted. You had to show that you were not a poser. You may be wondering what a poser is. A poser is someone that pretends to belong to a subculture without actually participating in it. So people that pretend to be metalheads for reasons, but don't actually listen to metal or listen to very few songs, very few bands. And one of the ways, as masochistic as it's gonna sound, of showing that you are true to your musical fate, it was more than musical, honestly, but whatever, was actually wearing your distinct clothes no matter what the temperature was. And you could be like, yes, but this is Brazil. Well, yes, brother, I come from the south of Italy. We hit spikes of 45 Celsius degrees in summer. I dress like this. So, yeah, shut up. And this is why this is accurate. There is a very important element from the early 2000s, which is this belt with the double chain. This was everywhere. This shirt is actually kind of a reference to the 80s. This was more 80s than 2000, but a lot of like heavy metalers use this. Yes, there were some cultures in metal. Glad that you asked. So we know that Jeff is not a black metaler. He has the outfit, but apparently this is like rooted in maybe he has like Norwegian origins, which is great, but he's not a black metaler. He was just wearing this. We know from his other outfits and everything, he's probably more of a heavy metaler, or maybe a thrash metaler. We can see from this is absolutely thrash metal. This is like classic heavy metal outfit, so we will assume that he's a heavy metaler. And this bracelet, they were starting to fall out of fashion because they were hard to find, and this is where I live, but yeah, they were great if someone had it. And about boots, it goes the same. When you need to show that you belong to a group, you probably don't really care. It was also quite young. I would die if I did that right now, but at the time, I could actually do that. So yeah, this outfit is actually pretty low accurate. The necklace too. It also has physics. Great. About the argument that some pieces have been remodeled from pieces he already has, like this one, and this one for the boots, which is correct. Okay, but this happens to literally every character. If you look at Michaela's skins, okay, so she has this, and she has this. They clearly use some patterns here, like you can see it, but it's still a good outfit. I don't mind. Like, it's not completely original, but it's still a good change. You can see that they put some effort into it, despite probably the base model being the same. But who cares? And the same goes for Jeff. The same goes for Jeff. This outfit is original. It's great. It's summery. And I was actually wondering, like, why does Jeff only have like one summer option, which is this one, and now he doesn't. Now he has another, and I don't actually like the pants, but now he has another, and these pants are great. I will also like to show you something. So this is another outfit that he has, and he's lacking something here. He's lacking something here. This moderately lacking something here. Definitely lacking something here. Definitely here. Yeah, absolutely. But here, this is a much better model. So yeah, they did upgrade the model. The physics of the chain is kind of weird, right? It should be more drooping, but I'm not complaining. Look at this. This is super accurate. Look at this the bracelet. How do you call this? The armband. This like belts here. These are great. This is actually how this stuff is made. Like, this was oh my god, you can touch this. Like, you can touch this through the screen. Yeah, definitely an upgrade. Anyway, I love this outfit. I'm very happy it came in the shop. I'm not gonna argue about any other outfit. I'm not gonna argue about I don't know, like how it's coded or whatever the shit. But this is lore accurate. This is time accurate. And whoever says that it's not, as far as I could see, was, well, a kid that wasn't there when this stuff actually went on. Also, Jeff Mains. Jeff Mains like this. I like this. You know, if you there is a discussion on Reddit which has like more than 800 upvotes where Jeff Mains basically united and we're super happy about the skin. I am a Jeff Main. I am super happy about the skin. So yeah, I do understand that after they had the battle for cosmetics, some people are super hyped and wanna fight more battles. Go on, but we're good. This is the kind of skin that we want. Please let Jeff May speak with their voice. Thank you for coming to my Jeff talk and have a nice day.